Hey, good morning, Monday. Don't you just love Mondays? Well, maybe you don't, especially if you've been trying to lose weight. Maybe it's that 50 pounds you've been struggling with for just far too long. And if you've been struggling with 50 pounds, there truly is really one difference between trying to lose 50 pounds and doing it. And I'm going to share that with you. My name is Mark Evans. I'm your bulletproof Christian fitness mentor. I'm going to talk over the lawn guys here next door, the mow and blow guys, but that's just the way it works. It is Monday, fresh new week. How to lose 50 pounds? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. You can try to lose 50 pounds or you can do it. And there's it's really just one word. Really one word that separates those that are trying to lose 50 pounds and the ones that are doing it or have done it. And it's this one word. It's called courage. It's called courage. Now, here's the thing I think that we all mistake, and it's something that I heard yesterday that in a message from a pastor, which was really just, it hit me so heavy yesterday. It was so amazing. And of course, here comes the lawn guys. So hopefully you'll speak over it. Of course, it's just the way it works. They're mowing over there and now they're mowing here, but we'll just roll with it. But I heard this message about David and Goliath, and I'm sure if you're a man or woman of faith, even if you're not, even if you don't have strong faith, you may have heard of the story of David and Goliath. And now, you know the story, Goliath, 9-foot tall giant, right? And here's this little David guy who goes to fight his giant. Now, that's what your weight loss journey could feel like. Like, it could feel like there's a giant in front of you, and you maybe don't feel like you have what it takes to lose the weight. But guess what? That was the difference between David conquering the giant. And if you remember in the story, and I believe it was in Samuel 17, and you can go look it up yourselves, when Saul talked about, hey, you're not equipped, you're not going to be able to do this. And David did it, right? He did it. Even though he was outmatched, he had courage. That was the difference. See, when you have courage, it doesn't mean that there isn't a fear, because they had all the reports on how big this giant was in front of him. And it's kind of like the giant that you might be facing when it comes to your weight loss. And you're thinking, I'm trying. Well, the good news is you're still trying. The bad news is you may be still doing the same things over and over again, and you're not getting anywhere. But at least you're trying, right? But the difference is courage. Having the courage not to give up. Having the courage to face your battles. Here's the reality. Here's something you rarely get in life in general, and I know this from something that I've experienced, is you rarely, I won't talk as loud now, I was trying to talk over the mowers, is you rarely get to pick your fights. Think about the fights that maybe you've had over the course of your life, and maybe it's been your health journey, maybe you're fighting the battle of the weight, right? And maybe this is something that came on over the years, maybe it was in your environment, maybe your upbringing, but here's the difference is, you may not be able to pick your fight, but you got to choose to still fight. Now, guess what? David probably didn't pick the fight between him and Goliath, but guess what? He chose to fight. He took up his courage. Now, of course, if you're a man or woman of faith, you can grab hold of the courage of being a woman or a man of faith and having that courage in God to see you through. But also, he had to take the action steps. He had to move forward, and he had to go fight. Here's what I'm telling you on this Monday, and you may be trying to lose 50 pounds or anywhere in between or more or less or what have you, right? Trying and doing. Do it. How do you do it? With courage. You need courage. Now, a lot of times you try to muster up enough courage yourself, and sometimes that may not be enough, especially if you've been battling with your weight for years. Maybe you just are about ready to give up. You're tired of trying. You're tired of trying. You don't feel like you're courageous enough. And maybe you're at a point now where you're just like, I'm afraid to try because I've tried before and I failed. Well, I want to tell you that you owe it to yourself not to give up. I believe in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself, there may be a coach, it may be a friend, it may be a neighbor, a family member who can help believe in you. What I do as a coach for people is to help them believe in themselves by believing them. And how do I believe in them? Because I see other people who step up to the plate and fight those battles with courage. You need courage. Now, how do you get this courage, Mark? Well, here's the thing. You may not be strong in your faith, and that's okay. I wasn't for almost the majority of my life up until I was about 40 years old. But I was saying is if you don't feel courageous enough, surround yourself with other people who are courageous. Surround yourself. Get around people who can help build you up and encourage you. Get yourself a coach to help walk through this battle with your weight, right? There's courage. Even if you don't have enough courage yourself, grab somebody else's, borrow somebody else's courage to help you get through your weight loss struggle. And then think of that story of David and Goliath. Here it was, this giant, he had no chance. And what did he do? He went to that battle. He chose to fight. And he went there even with a little sling and some stones. And guess what? He conquered the battle. And I know you have it in you to conquer your battle, your weight loss journey. I know, I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. Now go after it. Grab some courage and do this.